randomly inspired. It is the For Our Loved Ones podcast, but I'm actually trying out, grilling steak, that's nothing new, but I also am trying out a new, it's a Greek vegetable cold salad recipe that I just found. So I got all the ingredients, and I'm gonna make my one listener, Gwen, actually suffer through this. But I also, when I was going to Fred Meyer to get the ingredients, randomly stopped in there and they had a rep for a wine company. Was giving samples, so of course I had to try one. So it's Rock Point Vineyards, I believe. Anyway, it's in Southern Oregon, kind of between Grants Pass and Medford. A Pinot Noir for like $15, and it tasted amazing. So of course I had to buy one. So we will pour that as I'm doing the prep. And I'm probably going to have to pause so there's no dead air because I have the recipe pulled up on another window. I might have to refer to it. I got the basics of it down. It's real simple. Cut the veggies up and then make the, it's some kind of a, I don't know if you call it a vinaigrette, but olive oil, red wine vinegar, fresh crushed garlic, oregano, salt and pepper, I think. Yeah, and then you kind of mix it up, cut up all the veggies. So cucumber, cherry tomatoes, yellow bell pepper, red bell pepper, and a red onion. And then you toss all of that. Oh, and Kalamata olives. And then you toss all of that in a bowl with the vinaigrette or whatever I'm making. So I'm sure it's going to turn out amazing. Also got a nice piece of steak that I will season and grill to perfection. And I will not overcook it. It'll be a nice medium rare. 130 degrees maybe. So let me get this organized. And if you all can't hear, of course there has to be Kenny Chesney in the background. So I'll pause it and get some prep going and come right back. For our loved ones. Why wouldn't I? I'm trying to get to 100 episodes. Oh, I should give a shout out. I just put the rub on the steak. Oh, very nice piece of steak from Fred Meyer, and I'm using the traditional Traeger rub grilling. Yeah, it's a Traeger rub. Simple, all in one. And then I have to give a shout out to Gary. Since I'm wearing the Trusty shirt. Dude, great times. Miss you, buddy. I really appreciate the opportunity to work for you as long as I did. And you taught me so much about beer, and you make the best beer ever. I'll be back. Is it running? Yeah, all right. Just checking in. I don't actually have a garlic mince to squeeze things, so I'm having to do it by hand with a knife. Still works out, but I just got, the point is when you mince it, the pieces are supposed to be very small because the minced garlic is going to go in the dressing. So I don't want anybody to bite into a big chunk of garlic. So that's just an update. I'll be back. All right, so this will make you laugh. As I was looking for the whisk, because I have to whisk up the dressing, Almay does have a garlic mince, and I didn't even know it. Learn something every day. So it's about ready to mix up the fresh garlic, oregano, red wine vinegar, salt and pepper, and a little touch of Dijon mustard, I think is what you start with, and then you're supposed to whisk it as you pour in, you whisk it first and pour in a half a cup of olive oil and keep stirring. So that's the dressing that will go over the veggies. Once I get those diced up, I will come back. All right, we're back. I think all the prep is done. Of course, Kenny's in the background. So we got the grape tomatoes, cucumber, red onions, yellow peppers, a yellow bell pepper, and a red bell pepper. So that's, prep all that, or chop it up and put it in here. Made the vinaigrette sauce, which I already explained to you. And then the directions say, I'm gonna pour this over the veggies, toss it, and then after that, add the Kalamata olives and the feta cheese, which I just chopped into cubes. They actually specified not to get grated feta or shredded. It's supposed to be cubed. And that's it. So you just toss everything together, then let it set in the fridge for 30 minutes for the flavor to soak in. And then while that's happening, I can grill the steak, and it's going to be an amazing, amazing dinner. Oh my gosh, yeah. Going back to my Greek heritage. Look at that big nose. Let's see, what else? So I'm going to do this off camera right now because I'll get nervous. I don't want to fuck it up. But we will come right back. I know I'm leaving you all with bated breath. All right, everything is prepping. I think I already said that. But I have to do this to annoy my one listener, Gwen. But I'm only doing it because she hates this fucking song. But I want her to hear the origin story of it, and maybe she'll have a new appreciation for it. Darius Rucker wrote this as a love song to Bonnie Raitt, and he had been listening to the Black Crowes. She Talks to Angels all night, or like all day. And then after listening to that, he was inspired. I want to write a song for Bonnie Raitt. So you know that song is she never mentions the word addiction in certain company. Yeah, she'll tell you she's an orphan after you meet her family. So as he tells the story, he sat down in one string of consciousness and wrote this song for Bonnie Raitt. She sits alone by a lamppost, trying to find a thought that's escaped her mind. All right, I'm not going to make Gwen listen to all of it. Anyway, there is an origin story to that song, Gwen, and one day you will get to hear me play it and you won't cringe.